Your account settings are out of date.
Okay. Hi guys, can anybody see me? I see somebody's on. I don't know who it is. Let's see. I'm gonna wait a little bit, guys. I see that we've got about 6 people watching right now. Hi Autumn. I'm gonna wait and see, if we can get a couple more. I'm sorry about all the problems, but I didn't realize that the lives had to be approved through admin before they're even posted. And my phone, my computer, everything's getting blown up and people wanting to see this tutorial. So I brought everybody over to this page. This is Tumbler Junkies. This is actually my daughter Autumn who's watching with us. This is her business page. This is her Tumbler Junkies page. So I decided to do it through here so that we can get everybody on and get it going. And I apologize. I didn't realize that we were going to have to get a admin approval for the actual live video. So we're going to wait a couple more minutes just to see if we can get some more people on here so that we can get the whole process of this amazing, amazing cup.
How do I mute this? I just want to be able to watch.
Hi, Christina. I'm glad you found it.
Got it.
Yeah.
See, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It is because now you're seeing everything.
Yeah. Well, good. We're getting there. Hi, Mary. You made it too. Awesome. I'm sorry about all the confusion again. I really am. I didn't realize that a live had to be approved. I actually sent both accounts an email earlier yesterday wanting to know the process of this, of how to do a live on those pages. And I still haven't heard back from anybody. Aw, Autumn, thank you. Autumn says you're adorable. And they finally approved from the post about the video at 7 p.m. at 6:58. So I started scrambling, freaking out because I didn't know what was going on, trying to figure out which page we were going to do it on, whether there or, like I said, on Tumbler Junkies. But I'm going to go ahead and at least get started so that we're not here all night. And this is the cup. I don't know if you can see it, how well the lighting is, that everybody is going crazy over. I honestly had no idea it was going to be this crazy. I set up one night, started it the other night, and I actually didn't like it. I sent it to my daughter, a picture of it, and she told me that it was absolutely amazing, and everybody I've shown it to since has been crazy, and it was just a fluke. So I'm gonna go ahead and show everybody tonight what we're doing. You got my popcorn and drink. I got my drink too, but no popcorn. Okay, so a couple of things to get started. I have my alcohol inks. For this cup, I have all 6 different colors out, and I pour them into a medicine cup so that I'm dipping out of a medicine cup instead of having to continually use my alcohol ink. My tumbler is base coated with a white spray so that it has the nice coat on it, so it's not the stainless steel, and that I have a good background. My fan brush, it's just a cheap little Walmart fan brush. It's flat, but it's what actually fades it out for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fill my little cups here with all the different colors. Will you go on to message? Somebody's sending messages so that they can, that's about it, so.
Oh, okay.
Because they're not somebody
Julie, she said.
Daughters do know best. My daughter knows me way too well. You're absolutely right, Christina. So basically, like I said, I'm just pouring a little bit of ink into my medicine cups. I use to put it on the cup are these little makeup applicators from Walmart, real cheap. And I just dip it into the colors that I use. So I'm gonna start. Basically, I'm just gonna choose my color that I'm gonna start with. And can everybody see this? Can you see the cup? Mm-hmm. Anybody let me know? You can see it good?
I mean, I'm at a little bit of a delay, but yeah, everything that you're pointing right there at it.
You can see. Okay. So basically I'm going to start, and you can start anywhere on your cup, any design. It just depends on you. I've got a little bit of OCD, so I've got to kind of start in the middle. But I'm going to start with just making a mess, basically. And just starting with almost like a circle area. It is going to run a little bit, but that's okay. That's it. And then I'm going to follow it out. I'm just making almost like a circular design, just following it. Can you see that? And you really don't have to do it any particular way, or because it's all going to blend together.
Yeah, the way you're showing it, it comes up real good on the screen.
So that's one coat. And this alcohol ink, it dries really quick. And then you're gonna put a different color. And I'm gonna do the same thing, just follow the line around. What's really cool about this though is if you mess it up, all you have to do is spray alcohol on it and it actually takes it right off. And I only learned that because the first night that I did one, I was actually FaceTiming my daughter and I went to go hit the FaceTime button and I knocked over the alcohol and it splattered all over the place, the whole cup. And I just looked at it like, oh my gosh, I've been working on it forever. And I was like, oh, okay. I took a paper towel, was able to take it all off and start over. But so far I've got, just the two colors on it. Autumn, are you still watching Miami Dolphin Colors?
It's better than FSU, just saying.
Hey, I almost wore an FSU shirt tonight and I didn't want to get ink on it.
I'm so sorry. Christina asked, do you overlap the colors?
Christina, I do overlap the colors. It actually helps the colors bleed into each other. Like right now I don't have green. And if you noticed on the first cup, I don't know if you can see this really well. There's a lot of green on that, and that's because of the yellow and the blue obviously make green. So I do overlap it, which actually I'm going to get ready to do that right now with this yellow, and you'll see where it does go into each other and makes the yellow and the green.
Cute said in the hearts.
What?
Autumn. I can see the hearts. Keep going.
And like I said, you don't have to do it. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's, all in a line or how it goes, because it's all going to come together when we start fanning it out. And so now I've got 3 colors on here. I'm gonna add some pink in here. I do use the white additive with this as well. The white, I can either mix it in the color if I need a brighter color once I get everything on and it looks like it needs something else. And also I use it as my final strokes to make it look more tie-dyed, which I'll show you that when we get to it.
Shirley said, so it doesn't matter if it runs.
No, it doesn't matter if it runs at all. It actually is better when it runs, because when you actually do the fanning on it, it will actually look kind of cool when it bleeds.
It will drag it out.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And now we're going to do a little bit of purple on here. Can you still see, or am I moving, or I don't know?
No, you're perfect.
Kevin Murdy is watching.
Kevin, open the door.
Autumn, do you see that?
I guess he figures that's the only time he's going to be able to spend with you for right now.
Right. How funny. But anyway, so you're going to do this and just keep covering the cup completely. Where's my orange? Oh, I don't have butterscotch out. And once you get the cover, can't come in, got called to work.
Is that why Brandon said there's something wrong?
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Come in, Kevin. You don't have to cover it completely. I mean, just make sure you've got it. I was just going to tell you that, Shirley. You can, you're not going to cover it completely. You are going to have some white spaces because when you start fanning it out, you don't want thick spaces left because then your fans are so elongated. Make sure you get the bottom because you're going to brush it. So basically, and obviously it's dry to the touch, which is what I love about this because it's not paint. You don't have to wait for anything to happen. It is completely dry. So now this is what it looks like. And it's just there, inks. Now starts the fun part, but I'm going to try to put a little bit of this stuff away because I know me, I'm going to knock it over and I'm going to start over. What I learned with this part, I've got two, just spilt one. I have 3 separate containers with just alcohol. One's gonna be one to clean the brush, one's gonna be to dip the brush, and then an extra one. Because what I notice is when you start fanning it and all the colors run together, you end up with a darker brown color, obviously, when it all mixes, and it's left on the cup, so it actually doesn't look good. The other thing that I realized with this too is if you mess something up, you can literally just erase that spot and redo it, and it makes it really good. Autumn, thanks. I love these colors too. Although I really want to get some of the alcohol ink pearls. I don't know if anybody have used those yet. I have not. And the pearl in them just looks amazing. Okay.
That moment she sells them, but you can get them on the Amazon.
So we're going to start the fanning process. Get yourself a lot of paper towels because the biggest thing is when you start the fanning process, if you have too much alcohol, Shirley, I got the fan brush at Walmart. It came in a kit with all different brushes for like $3. And it's pretty small. It's not that big. I mean, like here's a marker. Look at the size of the fan. It's not that much bigger. But any craft store has them. But yes, I did get it at Walmart. So when you start, I start on the outside in. And the reason why I start on the outside is because I want the inside to overlap to the outside to keep the colors coming out. Okay? So when you first dip the brush, go ahead and wipe it off. You don't want it real wet because then it's going to bleed. And then what you do is I'm just going to paint the strokes out. Can you see it starting to turn tie-dye? You can see it meshing right there. And then in between each time, I'm going to dip my brush in a separate container to get all the paint off. And then dip it in the clear. And then keep brushing. Just outward strokes. And I'll do this whole circle before I go to that circle, to the other side. It really doesn't even take that, it's not that long of a process. And like I said, this actually ended up an oops cup. It didn't, the way it came out is not what I was expecting. I had expected something different, and now I'm hooked on it and I love them. Hi, Diane. Can you see that? How's the lighting? And even when you do the brush strokes, it dries so fast that you can change anything if you don't like the way what happens. Yes, so you're going to work outer to the inner, because if you work inner to the outer, you're not going to get the overlapping of the strokes. You're going to be covering those strokes from the inside. Do what? And let me show you something. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. So right here, because I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at the screen. I don't know if you can see this right there. You see how this is faded so much? You can barely, I would put too much alcohol on it, but it could be fixed. All I have to do is take a little bit of the color that I did, wipe it off really good, and rebrush. And I get those strokes back. I don't know if you can see that now. I got all the strokes back. But I will say that once you dip, hey Stephanie, once you dip it in the ink and you go back to it, make sure you clean off your brush really well, otherwise you're gonna have that color on there again. And basically all you're gonna do is keep working yourself inward. And I do one section at a time. I'll do this whole top piece and then I'll go back down to the bottom. And I'll show you what I mean about those outward strokes in a second. I'll show you. Because you can see it really good with this blue and the yellow and the green that come through.
No, Elena, she's using all inks. She didn't paint the cup. It's all alcohol ink.
This is what I was talking about. If you work from the outside in, can you see that? You're getting the brush strokes over it, versus if we started on the inside out, it's gonna all blend. Yes, Elena, I painted, the cup is spray painted white first for a base. You do let it dry, then you put the alcohol ink on it first and get in the circular motion, and then you take the actual brush and fan it out. Hey, Jennifer. I've got all my employees watching. I love it. I love all my girls. I'm just putting some more ink in. I missed something. What did you miss? Oh, watching WrestleMania.
Hey.
Christina, what did you miss? I'll tell you.
I'll watch WrestleMania. Well, if anything is missed, we'll post it.
Yes.
Publish it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'll be published afterwards also so that you can go back and watch it if you want to see how anything's done, because I'm going to go through the whole process. The only thing I'm obviously not going to do tonight is adding the Cullen to the epoxy method or the torch method, because that's got to be dried and everything. Which I guess we can come back on maybe tomorrow and do another one if you want to see how the torch method's done.
I set my epoxy on fire the first time I did.
Did you really?
I was like, well,
hey,
here's
Tamara.
my try everything cup.
Hey, Michelle. So I'm wondering, is this live on mine too, or is this just live on Autumn's? I'm just wondering, because unless all these people follow Autumn, that's awesome. Awesome, Autumn.
Well, they may see if they follow you, they may see that you went live, and because her page is not private,
Right.
it's a public page, they can come and see it. How long do you wait to epoxy?
You can actually epoxy. All right. So first of all, after you're done with this and putting all of the strokes into it, you are going to have to seal it. I sealed this one right here. This one was sealed with just the clear 2X. I thought it was still in here. It's not. The clear 2X paint, spray paint. Once that, you're going to have to do that first. So as soon as that's dry, you can epoxy immediately.
Okay, and then somebody has said, I'm not fortunate enough to get any Cullen. Is
Girl.
there another glitter to use?
Yes, but amazing. However, yeah, there is. If you, I don't want to say it out loud because I know that there's other people on here, and I don't want to disrespect Heather and Feather Bear and Cullen. But if you want to PM me, I will definitely let you know. I guess that was fair to say, even though this isn't her page, but I don't know. I just don't want to be disrespectful. But yes, there is something else. I pre-ordered Cullen as well. I did jump on that bandwagon.
Southern girl has manners.
I do. You're right. You know, you never know what's going to happen or what you need. Can everybody see this? Look at the top, how that's coming out. And again, I'll show you, because I do the white additive afterwards. If it's a little darker, I'll go back and put the white additive in it, and it really brightens it up. It's going to make such a difference.
Shirley asked if there was a way to tell when you go live, so I told her to like the page, and folks will get notifications that way.
Thank you, Christina. Yeah, Kevin got called into work. I can hear his work phone going off.
Oh, is that what that is?
He's on hold with dispatch. Clean off your brush a lot. Especially if you see it starting to change, like to the brownish color, your brush is way too...
Dirty.
Yep, way too dirty, and it's got too much alcohol on it. But it's starting to take all the effect. You see that?
I like that it dries instant.
It does. You can touch it. So you can't mess it up unless you drop alcohol on it.
I mean,
then
you can erase it all.
Yes, then you erase it all and start over. Wish I thought I had a cup in here that I did that too, but I don't know where it's all at.
Yeah. There's going to be a mad rush.
Everybody's going to be going to go get these brushes. You better go out tonight and get it.
Right? Amazon.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure Amazon's going to have it too.
Ooh, I wonder if they might have the real big ones. I wonder what the real big ones would do.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't use cheap alcohol ink either. I'm learning that.
I know, you told me.
Yeah, it's horrid. Suck it up and get the good junk.
Hey, Stephanie. The other thing I like about this too, watch, I'm going to show you. If you see this patch right here, you see how that had way too much alcohol on it? Do you see that? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're watching it there. Watch how awesome this is. I can dip this in paper, a little tiny bit of paper towel, because I don't like that. And I told you I have OCD when I do this. So I can sit here and go like this, and it's gone. And I can redo it. So I'll take a little bit of my pink. If I can find my...
Is it better to buy the alcohol inks or make your own?
Julie, I've never made any alcohol ink.
It's so easy.
Is it easy?
Yeah.
To me, that's just so time consuming. And if I want to do something, I want it now. I mean, I said, again, so that's got to be just a preference of somebody. I mean, Rebecca here has made them. I know another girl, Kaylee, who's made them. Personally, I don't have, I guess, the time. And Christina's shaking her head, yes. We see you, Christina.
Yeah. The difference is with if you make your own ink, you can do different shades of the same color.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Just by the amount of mica that you add. Or whatever medium you're using. You can use mica, you can use Sharpies.
Hey, Jess. I love you. So this is that spot that I just erased with the alcohol. I don't know if you can see that really up close like that. And I was able to pull that back through so you didn't see that. Brendan must be outside playing basketball maybe. Hey, Jess, are you home or are you in Tampa? Leave Wednesday until Sunday. Hey, Kaylee. Thanks for my inspirations.
That I'll agree with Mary. When you make your own, it's real thin. So theirs is a little bit, it's thicker. So it is real thin when you make your own.
Paul has a hockey tournament, so it's a combined trip. Good. So I take it he's going with you then. Hi, Mom. Kevin's mom just logged in too.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. So one side is done. We can go from side. And that's before adding any of the white additive. So after I finish both sides, I'm gonna go over the whole thing, and then I'll look and see what I like, what I don't like, and either add more color, add less color, and do anything like that.
No, Shirley. I'll type it.
So this is how it started. get that tie-dye effect, and then you're going to brush it out. Hey, Julie, I saw with those pictures you sent me, yours are beautiful. Now, when I do this side here, I'm going to go opposite direction. So with this side, I brushed obviously out, and this side I'm going to do the opposite direction. So if this side's going, you know, up, I'm going to push these down so it goes together. Oh, I hear you, labor of love. So you see, look right here. So I started, this is the other side that was finished, and this side I'm starting, but I do it the opposite direction so it doesn't go into each other. What?
I guess they thought that we were saying to put the micas in the alcohol.
Oh.
I could explain that.
That would be fun.
Yeah, you have some dark, thick mess. Dark, dark mess.
So again, see how that whole side blends into each other? You got two different sides going in. And then you really get that tie-dye effect. You see that? I make it look so easy. You know, it's really funny because, like I said, it was a mistake. It was something that I was up actually at like 2 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out, and it was a mistake. And I ended up taking the paintbrush out, trying to make it better, and it worked. I think if you put mica into the ink, it's going to get too thick, Mary. I really don't think you can do that. But hey, if you try it, let me know. Interesting. I think it would make the alcohol ink too thick. And I don't think you're going to get the same effect. However, if you wanted that mica look with the pearl look, add it to your epoxy, but you would have to have an iridescent one to add it to your epoxy when you put it on. Just don't make it too thick in there so that it covers it. And that's the other side. So now basically the whole cup is done. Brushed wise, I'm gonna go through and change some things.
You gonna do your bottom?
Oh yeah, ha! Bottom. Cup's not done.
Bottoms.
See, I'm so glad you came over.
It will, Christina. And that's what she's going to do with the white. It's going to give it a little bit of pearl with the tie-dye.
Okay, bottom's done.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some white and then change some color some places that I think needs to be a little bit either more blended or different stroke to it, because like I said, I have OCD very bad and things have got to be perfect.
Just a smidge.
Yeah.
OCD, but you let my child walk out of daycare in some jacked up ass clothes.
I know. Hey now, it's my girl.
Yes,
let's see.
Bottoms are important, Shirley.
Okay, now I'm going to add the white. Now, when I do the white, one thing that I do is I add alcohol straight in with the white. Hi, Liz. Hey, Liz. I want to show you how that rainbow cup turned out. Look, Liz. This is for Miss Pam. And then this is the other rainbow one. Okay, so when I put the white into the cup, I'm also going to put alcohol in there too. What is the white that you're using? It is alcohol ink, but it's the mixative. It's not pure white. It's to add, to make any of the colors brighter, to make any of the colors brighter. You can use it straight on here, and I am. Mary, very nice, more tutorials. Sure, I love doing them. So what I'm gonna do is I am putting alcohol straight into the white because I want it really, really thin. I don't want it thick. I don't want a lot of white on there coming out through it. And because it's an additive, if you put it straight on there, it can clump. How did you do the second one? The second one? No. This one? This second one?
Yes.
Surely. That is, again, this is alcohol ink, but this is alcohol ink straight onto the epoxy on the cup. But what I did was, I don't know if you do alcohol inks, and when you turn it, you know, they all continually go like this. So I blew it as hard as I can, and when you blow it, it mixes everything in.
You need the duster spray too.
Yeah, well, I did it with that, but it blows it hard.
Does it?
I didn't want it to be straight up. I wanted it to mix in, and it made it more of that. But I don't know if you can see this right here. This is the white additive. Okay, this is the white additive. And it doesn't mix like the other stuff does. It stays like this. So you really have to be careful putting the additive straight onto the ink and not mixing it in with the ink. So like I said, I've got the white mixed with actual alcohol. And what this is gonna do, when I tell you, I'm gonna show you, see if I can show you as much as possible. I wonder if I turn on my flash on here, will you be able to see it better? Oh, there, okay. Watch what happens, and this is, I think, really cool. So when I put let me see which way is it going. When I put the white on, it looks white, but it disappears. So all it's doing is it makes it brighter, but it doesn't stay white, it disappears, but it makes the color brighter. Let me see if I can do it right there with the blue so that you can see it. I think I'm doing it the wrong way, but hey Brittany, how's BQ? The white really makes a huge difference. Aw, Brittany, I love to look at you too. I haven't seen you. You gotta come visit. I know she's sassy, but we love her. Can you see right here how that white turned this more to a tie-dye look? Got to remember outer to inner. You sure do. If you go in to out, you're going to cover all those lines. You're not going to get the line effect. Yes, beach and drinks. I will not forget. I'm going to have to get my...
I see your charger, but where's the plug?
I have to get an extension cord. Tell Kevin to get my extension cord that's by my bed for my phone.
Oh, yeah.
The white additive really changes the look of it. It really goes so much more into the tie-dye effect, which if you see on the finished one, let me see the light. Let me turn the flash back on. Okay. When you add the white into it, it just really gives it that more effect versus what I'm going for now. See how dark it still is, but I'm adding the white into it, which turns it into that effect. Hey, Christina, where do you live? Are you close? What do you say?
I think Kevin just gave me your dogs.
Oh. Did he tell you to take them with you?
Yep.
It doesn't surprise me. I don't have white additive. Is that required? It's not required, Shirley. I mean, of course, you can do it without it. I like the effect that it gives it because it ties the tie-dye coat kind of in. It blends it a little bit better. And I'm sure you don't have to have it. I just like it.
Is that where you're gonna play with it?
If there might be might be better right there. Yeah, there should be one back there. Tallahassee. Oh, you're not too far. I'm in Navarre Beach. I was actually just in Tallahassee this past week at the Capitol fighting for our children.
She loved the babies.
See how that's turning? Really gives it more of that tie-dye effect. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Shannon.
There we go.
Christina, we are neighbors. We should get together and do a craft weekend. If you're in Tallahassee, does that mean you're a Knowles fan? Go Knowles.
Y'all are disgusting.
Thanks, Alicia.
I don't condone that kind of talk.
Oh, you'll be okay. Yeah, Valdosta's right around the corner too. Thank you, Shannon. So the white just really changes it. It just, I mean, let me just show you how much it does. It makes so much more into it. So if you don't have the white additive, no, it's not necessary, but it really just ties it in.
Makes it more better.
Makes it more better.
Yes. Legitimately going on Amazon right now to get the Tim Holtz ones. Get rid of that junk that I have.
I love these alcohol inks, but I do want to get the pearl ones.
I'll order them.
Mm-hmm.
What if you use silver additive?
It's going to do the same thing. It's an additive. Silver is going to make it darker. Obviously, it's not going to stay as light.
All 60 colors? Shoot.
60 colors?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ultimate Ranger Tim Holtz Alcohol Ink Bundle. All 60 colors, 7 mixatives. Probably have to sell a kidney.
Oh, thanks, Christina. This bottle, Mary? Or the alcohol ink bottle? Look at all the hearts from Autumn. I love you, Autumn. I miss you. I wish you were here with me.
Legitimately been doing that the entire time. The whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, what? Yes, alcohol. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, Christina, you'll have to sell a kidney.
The additive bottle. It's the same thing. Just a mixative. I love you, Autumn.
They have a 24 set. They have the metallic also. I wonder what the metallic would do. That's crazy.
So right now what I'm doing is any place that I saw that there was either not enough strokes or the strokes had faded so much because of all the different times of going over it with a different color, I'm just adding the colors back in. I actually like this one better than the other one. Aw, Shirley, that's Rebecca. She said thank you for all the comments.
You're what? Whoa. Oops. I didn't mean to hit enter. It was...
Okay, so let me... This is complete.
Yes, Cindy, we will publish this so that you can watch the replay.
That is complete. Top to bottom. The only thing I have left to do is now I'll go outside and I will spray it. Like I said, I use the 2X clear spray paint on it. It's clear, just as a sealer. To seal it, I only spray it one time. Please send me that tumbler. Shirley, you can have it. Send me your email address. Thank you, Mom. But once I spray paint it, then I will do the epoxy on it. And when I do the epoxy, I do add in the column. I will add that to the epoxy itself to give it the first shine, which ends up the shiny like this. And then afterwards, I will do the epoxy method just to get it a little shinier. But when you do the epoxy method on it, you really got to be careful because the epoxy heats up. So when you go to brush the glitter or the additive onto it, you don't want it really thick. So you've really got to be careful with it. and you got to do it quick. So I don't even use a brush when I put it on there. I take my hand and I just sprinkle it like this, and then I rub it off really quick. Otherwise, if you do, it stays on, it goes way too thick, and it gives it that chameleon glow instead of the iridescent glow. Shirley, what is Cullen? Let me just show you. So basically, Cullen is the name of it. And that is from Feather Bear glitter, and that's her name that she uses. It's not the actual name on it. Hi, Katie. And basically what it is, it's a very thin metal flake, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So basically it's a glitter, but it's called a metal flake, and it's actually an additive that is used to add into paint for cars. But I don't know if you can see this on my finger. And it's very light. I don't know if you can see it on there, but it just turns everything into a glitter. But they come in so many different colors. Like this is a peacock. This is Mystique. And it is absolutely beautiful. And this is just a blue, but it does the same effect. It goes on almost like an iridescent. But like I said, it is the name Cullen is just the name that she named it. It's not the actual brand or anything like that. And like I said earlier, I don't want to disrespect Heather and Feather Bear whatsoever. She's got amazing glitter. I love her to death. But somebody else asked me, where can you get this? If you want it, I will tell you how to get it and where to get it. Shirley, it is expensive when you get it on Feather Bear. But a little bit goes a very long way. However, PM me and I will tell you where you can get this gold, a lot bigger bottle and a lot cheaper. However, I won't say it live or anything like that because I'm not going to take away from Heather, and I think she's awesome. But that's Cullen, and that's just the color. The other place has a different name for it, but it's awesome. But again, so this is done, but once I get the epoxy and everything, it will look like this. So now I've got 2 for sale on Glitter Junkies.
Tumbler Junkies.
Tumbler Junkies. Oh, sorry. Tumbler Junkies. I was looking at glitter. Sorry, Autumn. Anybody have any questions?
You ate amazing. I love the boo-boos.
I know, Autumn, but I love you.
Oh, Liz just said she lost the video feed.
Autumn's on. Thank you. You're welcome, guys. So the Cullen doesn't work well with epoxy. You said it heats up. No. The Cullen works great with epoxy. When I tell you that it heats up, I'm talking about if you're going to do the torch method. And if you don't know what the torch method is, basically what you do is, let's say this cup already had my epoxy on it and I was done, okay? I'm going to take my torch and I'm going to heat it on the roller. I'm going to heat it so that it gets hot, but not so hot that I'm going to hurt my epoxy. A heat gun may work, but you're not going to get the same effect. So you definitely want to use a torch. So once it's on there, you're gonna put it on the roller. You're gonna torch it all the way through, and then you're gonna take your additive, whatever color you use. This is Cullen, so we're gonna take whatever additive you do, and you're gonna sprinkle it onto it. And basically, what the torch does is it makes the epoxy hot, which makes this stick to it with amazing shine. I don't have one. This is, if you can see this, can you see the glitter on this? This has the same additive on it, but without a torch method. So you're still gonna see it, but it doesn't glow like the other one. This doesn't have the torch method. Where this one is torch method, and it's got the different glow. I don't know how well you can see it on here or not, but the other thing is though,
a difference in person.
The other thing though is when you do the torch method, and you'll see a lot of people when they talk about torch method and what they're gonna do, when they put this on, you can put it on really thick. And you take a spatula brush, one of these. Take a spatula brush, and you can actually place it on it almost like this, and it will make the whole cup look exactly like this, and it looks almost like the chameleon glow. It's awesome. Oh, Julie, I'm glad you got on a pre-order. It is great. It is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I love it. You can't go wrong with them. You're welcome, Shirley. Any other questions?
No, none of these are dishwasher safe.
No, yeah. Also, can you put any picture? Yes, I can put any picture you want. I've seen all the HP ones. You can actually put, like, if you want a picture of your baby, your gorgeous little baby girl, you can actually do one of any color. Let's say if you wanted something like this in an ombre. See this ombre? It's beautiful. You can actually do something like this with an ombre, and you can actually put a picture of your baby girl right here. I could do a water slide picture of her. Oh, Mary, thank you. I appreciate you guys too. This is awesome. Yeah. Any other questions? I was thinking the same thing, Steph. What did she say?
Oh, about Twilight, because you kept saying colon.
That's where it's from.
Yeah.
That is where she named it.
They sparkle.
Yep. Absolutely. We'll do Addie Cup. Oh, Mary, we could do a tutorial on water slides if you'd like. Water slides are amazing. I can show you one that I'm doing right now.
So easy. I even tried it. I don't know.
Let me find out what I did with it. Right here. So this is a water slide. And this says, the ocean stirs the heart, inspires the imagination, and brings internal joy to the soul. So this is basically a water slide. It's almost like a temporary tattoo that you would do. So you put it in water, and then this is going to go onto this cup right here. And then once it's on there, you put the epoxy on it, and it seals it onto there. It is amazing. But if you wanted to tutorial on that, we could probably do that too. But water slides are amazing. And that's actually where you could put anything on these. You can do, like I said, a picture of an actual photo on it and put it on there, and you can stick it to here as well. But you can do anything. The ones I got printed right now are all sea stuff. Like I've got an octopus. So all these actually can go on a cup. They are amazing, cheap, easy. Hi Liz, you're back. All right, we'll do that next, not now. I mean, we'll do it another night, but I'll definitely put a water slide on. It's gonna be on this side. I think I'm not gonna bother with the other ones anymore. We're just gonna do them on here on Tumbler Junkie. So like this page, follow it. If you want anybody else that know how to do it, by all means, add them to this page and share it and get it out there. I can tell you that Autumn does giveaways all the time, and she's awesome. That's my daughter. But I will definitely come on here to do tutorials, and maybe we'll start doing them weekly of something different, if that's what everybody wants. That would be great. Where do you get them all? Get what, Mary? What kind of printer do I use? I use an inkjet and a laser. I have laser to do them and inkjet. It just depends on what you want to do. A laser printer with water slides, you don't have to seal it, and it's a lot easier. Where a inkjet, you do have to seal the water slide 3 times before you can actually use it onto, when I say seal is, you have to print it, you have to take a clear sealant and spray it 3 different times, let it dry to get it done. The actual paper for the water slide, Mary, you can buy on Amazon. Let me see if I can, will you hand me those? When you buy it, though, you need to be careful. Make sure that you're getting the right one. There should be one that says laser. Give me the next one, too. So if you're going to use an inkjet printer, which is usually a home-style printer that you have at your house, is usually going to be an inkjet. Make sure you get inkjet water slides. If you have a laser printer, which I say is the best to use because you don't have to seal it, the colors are more vibrant, it's a lot better. This side.
Yeah.
Say hi, Kevin.
Get that off of there. That's yeah.
Water slides.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. If you have a laser printer, like I said, is better. You want the laser to print. It's a lot. Laser printers a lot better, but I have both. I have ink, jet, and laser.
He's gonna mess with you.
I know. It's not too bad with the inkjet. This one's actually done on an inkjet because that's what I had just available tonight to do, and I wanted to get this finished. And it's not bad. It's just a matter of having to seal it. It's just time consuming versus a laser printer that you can do it and get it done. Yes, Kevin brought pizza. That's what he walked in here with. Hey Jess, you have to come over and make one. Okay, any other questions? If you do, you can either you can PM me, you can PM the site, you can ask questions. I'll help you with whatever I can. And like I said, we will definitely do another tutorial, and it'll be on water slides next time. We need to know more. I'll never sleep. Oh, you can PM me and ask me any questions you'd like, Mary. You are very welcome, Julie. I'm glad you guys were able to find the site and join us. All right, I'm signing off. Good night. Good night, Autumn. I'm sure I'll talk to you. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for being here tonight, and thanks for my wonderful sidekick over here, Rebecca. Look, there she is. Hi. Oh, rotate your phone. Okay. Can't do that while I'm doing that. Sorry, guys. But, all right, we're done. See everybody later. Bye. Liz, see you at work tomorrow. I'll be at your school. Bye, guys.